Hey, welcome back to Shop Binge Builds here. We are working on the back door here of the crew cab on the driver's side. Guy just wanted to know basic assembly procedures. And just like the front doors, the rear doors are pretty much the same. And when I say that, you throw everything inside. You put the window in. The crew cabs are kind of special because they have this bar here that goes on the front, top to bottom. It's the same as the front with the wing window, except this has an extra bracket here to bolt into the door, the front. Whereas the front doors, they have the wing window, and there's 3 of these brackets that go up the side. So this seal goes inside that, similar to the division bar on the front with the wing window, and you put that down in. The way you do that is you turn it sideways like this, wiggle it all the way down in, and you get down here, rotate it, and then you bring it over here and then put the screw in. So like I said, you put all the goodies inside, and then you start to assemble everything. So what I would do, or what I'm going to do, is after I get this seal in, I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to put the window in, and what I do is I'll put the track side that way, and I'll turn it 90 degrees. It's supposed to be in up and down. It'll be turned 90 degrees, bring it down in, and when I get it just past the lip here, I'll rotate it and set it down flat. Then I'll put this seal in the felt and then go all the way down to the bottom with it. And then from there, I'll put the window up in that side, bring this track over in position and put it in so that it slides up and down. From there, push it all the way up, put my regulator in, make sure you get it slid on the track there. Put plenty of lube on that and the gear itself. And then 1/4 bolts on the bracket here that correspond with here. Now, if you have a crew cab and you're going to do the power windows and you don't have the regulators, you need to make that bracket. Search the F100 forums, wherever I have posted, and you'll see the pictures of how everything is laid out. Now, I want you to be particularly aware that the narrow side also has the 1/2-inch hole. So these are all 1/4 holes. These 3 holes here, they're quarter inch holes rather. So what I would do is I would make this flat, drill that hole, and then bend it like I did. I went and put relief cuts in there. You'll see the pictures, and I bent it. And I drilled the holes when it was flat. So the only hole I would drill when it's flat is this 1/2-inch hole. And the pictures show where that's located at. So from there, I would put this up into this cavity, line it 1 hole up, or put it where I think it's going to need to be inside. And then I would take a marker and mark the holes and then drill them out to 1/4 inch. So that way when I go and put this in, I just throw bolts in there. And then I can assemble the window, get the window up in the air, slide this on the actual keeper track there, and then bolt it all together. There's 4 bolts on the regulator, similar to a stock non-powered window. And then the 3 bolts here for the bracket, then they'll be bolted in. Then the only thing you gotta do is run your switch line. Plug your motor in, put the switch line in. So what I'm gonna do for that, just like the other side, I am running it right up here. Actually goes like that. And I'm gonna tie wrap the excess up here off the floor so that it's all sealed up. tight squeeze. I'm gonna also put the power door locks in. If you notice, this is where your door lock goes. Let's see if I get a better picture of that for you. Right here is where the door lock goes. Slides over and put a bolt in there. And then the door handle goes on. Now at the front, the actual key lock assembly goes into this slot, so you don't have to worry about putting a bolt in there. And that's that. So once the key lock assembly is in, the power door lock is in, then I'll assemble the window and put the window regulator in. And then from there, it's plug and chug, getting everything in there. So I'm gonna get to work and I'll come back and I'll show you what it's done. Okay, so back at it here. See, I got the power door lock assembly in, the actuator, the arm up here. On the rear doors, we put this little bolt on this latch assembly that keeps obviously the actuator arm on, and it works and does not interfere with anything. We got the latch assembly on. So next thing is drop the window in, and we put that in sideways. So I'll drop that in with the track side in towards me and down, and then rotate it when I'm in there and get it up on the felts that I put in. And then I'll be able to lock this one into place once I get that in. We have that nut there for that front rail to go in this hole, and then one bolt goes back here on this back side for this rail, and then we'll put the regulator in. So yeah, we'll be back with you. Okay, so windows in, felts are in. This bolt up here is taut. This one is just making contact so it can still move. We put the window in all the way up tight, and then we put this rear mount in for the bracket. So you can see right there, I got one bolt in just hanging it, and then I'll put the other two in, and then we'll tighten that down tight, and then we'll swing the regulator up, bring the window down, and get that white nub on that track up yonder, wherever it may be. It's way up there. Okay, so be right back with you in a minute. Okay, so now I got them bolts in. I dropped this down. I swung, actually, I brought this down below the window edge even farther so that I could give some more motion on the regulator, and I was able to slide it up into position to get it started on the track and to be able to get all four bolts in. So hold on a second. So as you can see, we're in the track, and as I drop the window down, the whole regulator assembly pushed up. So what I'm going to do now, tighten them up real fast, and then reverse these wires on the switch. It's a DC motor, so it's you put positive to one side, it goes one way, and positive, and then you switch positive, negative, and then you go the other way. And let's see if I can get this. And there we are. So that's how you install the window. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bolt back in here on the back side. I'm tightening these bolts up, making sure everything's snug, and then I'll go ahead and I'll put the door panel on and go from there. Thanks for watching. So one other thing I forgot to mention too is we take the window all the way down, and we put these in. These are anti-rattlers. They're the same front to back. They may look a little bit different, but they're the same. You may have to do a little trimming on the back side here of this piece to make it conform correctly, but it's the same window. So The only difference on this opposed to the front is the division bar here is attached to a wing window, but the window itself is the same front to back. The felt, these two pieces of felt are the same. The only difference is there's a pivot point on the regulator, and then there's a jump bar or a bar that goes up to the arm that goes across to drive it up and down. So it's a really, it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, run this all the way down past the limit and put the anti-rattlers in. As I told you before, I got the switch in, or the door lock, and put the door panel on. And gotta put the dome light switches in too. I wired dome light switches for all 4 doors, so when a door is open, the light comes on. And it's just a regular modified switch. Let's see. Mass chaos here, guys. I know everybody's having seizures looking at my mess, but there it is. It's just ground down a little bit so that it takes the angle when the door comes in. Put a little grease on that and it'll be fine. Works good. Yeah, so that's it. Hey, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And I hope you all have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.